What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you another cryptocurrency stream. For those who don't know me, I'm a professional leverage trader and instructor, and I make my living trading cryptocurrency with some serious efficiency. If you guys want to learn how to trade better, head right over to the student program. Get signed up. Links are below and above. And for those of you who want the little additive edge, you've got to follow me on my socials. For instance, I changed the color of my eyes, which way I'm leaning in the market that day, and that can give you guys a little bit of edge when you're trying to make some entries. That really helps. We have several different coins I wanted to talk about today, including Bitcoin, Electroneum, and Mana. Definitely some amazing projects, but guys, let's be real, the market is definitely having a big burn right now. Lots of blood in the water, so to speak. A massive price dip down on the Bitcoin price, all the way down to basically $40,000. I'm sure there was liquidations all around the world. Zion survived, guys, and that's the beauty. If you want to learn to trade better, this is the channel to do it. And if you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button. And let's get right into the price action. Alright guys, so I'm going to start with Electroneum. Obviously a lot of people very worried this descending wedge slash channel is really on the move here. And with lots of volume coming into the market and still a little bit of a dip to the negative. Even for instance on the 4-hour, middle of the green. But on a good note guys, the daily is loaded up. So here's what I just wanted to talk about today. Right out the gate, notice on the stotch right here that we are loaded up right through there. Okay, that means a potential break will come, and if it does come with a little bit of good volume, we can start to think about maybe breaking out of this pattern up here. Okay, so let me just zoom in on that for you guys. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay, we've been working this for a while. Now remember guys, lots of chaining opportunities up into this, and definitely something that we're working with right now. Now guys, definitely play your patterns within patterns in these moments so you can really get a clearer picture of what's going on here. So for instance, just so you guys can see, we definitely had a little W formation right there, but we're just going to kind of go right over that and make this a nice yellow, just like the patterns up here. Okay, I'm going to call this oversold. Okay, and then guys, notice the price action just kind of teetering around right here. Even a little M formation right there, guys. Lots of stuff going on right there. But the point is that we could be getting a couple other patterns as well. There could be an inverse head and shoulders forming right here. We could get a retest of this resistance. I'm not that worried, guys. I've been saying in my last several videos in a row that we're going to get a good explosion here, you know, a good breakout. And guys, the reason I say that is because we keep getting volume in the market. Okay, whenever we get volume in the market on a downtrend, or for instance, not even on a pattern that has a more percentage chance to break to the upside. Not only that, but you think cycles in general on even just main coins. We've gotten pumps in December. We've gotten movements at the end of the year. I'm definitely anticipating. And guys, we're in a super cycle in general for main coin. All coins have individual cycles, but the point is that we're going to be going up pretty soon. What happens before things pump? People are weeded out. For instance, the calm before the storm. So that's what I believe is happening, guys. And I know a lot of people are worried. I can feel it in the comments. I can see it in the chatter out and about, guys. And you guys know I know the technicals on Electroneum here. So just bear with me, all right? No matter what, remember I'm writing free coin at this point. I'm here to just give you guys what I believe will happen. And so far, we have been reigning true. Now, usually the breakout would have already happened, to be honest, right around here. But we were rejected by these prices, or by these resistances right here, and the price action started to cascade back down, guys. We need more volume to come back into the market. That being said, we do have a lot of that static resistance down here. Let's go up to the 4-hour for a second. Okay, so for instance, right here now, okay, this is what I was talking about in one of my last videos. We have a lot of support right here, okay? So we can put that right up there, and we'll just let's just add an alert right there, guys. So at least you know if it's crossing there, you can start to think, hey, maybe this is a good opportunity to do a little buy, nip some profits right off it, guys. That's exactly how I'll be playing that right there. And guys, that's right exactly at 0.0097. So if we break a little bit lower, guys, I'd actually be looking to buy some more coin. That's what I'd be planning to. But understand, the further we get from reverse pressure, the higher that pressure is. So we could get pushed down a little further, guys. I don't want to be just completely super bullish all the time. I mean, look at the moving averages. Even on the 4 hour, we've had a total flipping way back here. Okay, even going to the daily, let's just zoom in. We have had a total flip, and we had the trifecta right here to the downside. Okay, so just like what happened here, we had a massive dump, runoff, and then a run up. Okay, dump, runoff, run up. Okay, guys, and this will probably coincide with maybe the beginning of the year coming up. Think cycles. Okay, guys, I'm just going to be talking about this board wide basically, but that's what I believe is going to be happening with Electroneum. The breakout for this pattern will come. Okay, guys, and I suggest if you're just getting in the market at these points of potential breakout, for instance, you play an indication play like right here. Notice we're on the 1 hour, we could be getting the cross right there. You notice the pressure, and if you go down to the 15-minute, for instance, you can see the indication play happens before the real move, or even down here you can see the 7. Let's just give you another example here. Play the Bollinger Bands. Notice it being oversold here, okay? You want that to be pumped straight up, okay? And then notice a couple different patterns right out of it, like a W formation, nice little wedge, indication play right out of it. Let me just draw some of this up for you guys. Here's the wedge, okay? Here's the W, okay, with its major point of resistance. And you guys get it. All the easy target projections measured from resistance to price action, target projection, wedge theory already in play. Let's see if we retest right here and get a breakout. Notice the bands are widening. Watch for overbought territory. Okay, when overbought territory comes out, you can be looking to maybe even take your profits on a small trade. But guys, let's be real. We have to get a breakout and think of a flipping of the EMAs right around here to start to think about a retest of this pattern here. All right, guys, that's exactly what I'm looking at for Electroneum. Make some gains even just playing these smaller pattern movements, so that way you guys can be making money every single day. Now guys, let's jump over to Bitcoin. Obviously a very popular project right now, and I've already drawn this one up for you guys, and it's pretty interesting what we're looking at right here. So I'm going to turn off the bands for a second, and we could have a possible ascending triangle. Now the reason I say possible is because it's not totally straight. For instance, it's pretty darn close, so that's why I'm calling it that. Otherwise we would just have an ascending wedge here. But I think we can almost call this an ascending triangle. We could run into an inverse Bart Simpson situation, something like this, where we pump right back up, retest major resistances. And guys, let's be real, that would be a very almost expected thing, okay? And for many reasons why within a super cycle we're going to have more bullish times, and as long as we continue to hold major trends, that's a good sign. That being said, let's go to the bigger time frames, look at where we are on the trends. We have broken the lead in, so the legacy is way down here, guys. So we have a lot of static supports, we have a lot of polar, what were resistances now supports, and supports to be looking at right here. And what's interesting is the point of what was resistance now support. For instance, played as a support here, played as a resistance here, played as a support right here, and so on and so on. I mean, guys, you can't make this stuff up. And this is pretty darn close there as well, guys. And that's the point. You can play all of these major static and polar supports and resistances as relevancy moving forward in the price action for some time. And just like before, as Bitcoin, went up and up and up and continued to be one of the best asset classes in history, we will continue to see the same thing moving forward over the next 10 to 28 years, minimally, okay? When I say minimally, it usually takes around 40 years for a currency to develop. And in these cases, we want to be making as much money as we can in these times, especially as early adopters, early innovationists, okay? The laggards, the people that are getting in 15, 20 years who finally pull the trigger, they're not going to make very much money, guys. Okay, it's not even about just making money. They're going to get in and maybe lose money because they don't understand the cycles, the blow-offs. There's so much to learn, to be honest, guys. And that's, honestly, guys, if you're not making the money, that's what the student program is for, guys. Definitely check it out. Okay, but let me just look at the immediate right here. Let's just go down to the 1 hour here. So guys, watch for the resistance of this pattern to be broken and or support, and then measure from the back, okay, to the point of potential breakout. Say like we break out right here to the downside, we could be looking at 42,507, breakout to the upside right here, which will be nice because we'll be retesting EMA to EMA. And in these situations, when you have EMAs to play off of, play the EMAs as points of relevancy in congruency with your target projection. Okay, guys, that's exactly how we play it. We could be looking at 53,822 if we end up breaking to the upside. And if that happens, guys, we could be thinking about the EMAs getting a flip. Maybe a little bit of bullish favor, guys. Great for Bitcoin. I am expecting some much higher prices. And, guys, I think we could get an early Christmas present. Mark my words. Okay, some amazing times, guys. Now, I wanted to talk about one more coin real quick just before we close up here. I wanted to talk about Mana, an amazing project which is getting a little bit of a dip, and it has broken, excuse me, its immediate trend right now. Okay, so remember, guys, my last video I was telling you guys we just had the bump trend. This is probably a great time to be taking some profits right here. Remember, when we get bumped away from the lead in, okay, it's a very obvious time to take a little bit of profit, guys. And even me, I took some profit here, I took some profit here. I took very tiny profit up top there. I mean, we're talking little. But guys, to be honest, I'm riding all free Mana off of this one actually. So when I took profit here and here, I feel like I'm just kind of wait until much higher Mana prices to take any profit. To be honest, if we run down, I'm not worried. I'm still going to keep you guys apprised on it, obviously. But the point is we have had a major flipping of the EMAs. We are working down. We have broken trend. Okay, that means we now have reverse pressure to deal with. If those of you don't understand reverse pressure, pay attention now. Okay, this is your reverse pressure line with many points of relevancy already. And what we're going to do right here is we're going to have that a nice dark green. Okay, guys, remember to color coordinate your charts so they really just pop off the page at you so you can actually make some good money here. And what's really interesting about reverse pressure is you can almost notice the 100 EMA almost lining up when the flip actually happens. Then you can use the MACD trick. If you don't know about that, that's definitely something you learn in the program. I'll go over that one of these days pretty soon as well, when the relevancy becomes accurate in the price action. Something about learning is you have to use current status of things. Like, you can't go based off of the past all the time. In the evolution of a market, especially a currency, you have to evolve in the technicals right along with it and give current relevant information to the price action so that you can actually absorb information and be taught. That's the facts. Okay, guys, everyone learns almost the same way. They say there's many types of learning, but guys, in reality, if you just understand what you're looking at, despite what kind of learner you are, you're going to absorb information, period. There's something to be said about the right words give you understanding. So anyway, continuing on, play a lot of wedge theory in these moments. Just let me give you guys a couple examples right here. So for instance, a wedge right here. I'm going to make this a nice bright white, because that's what we have on this chart. Okay. Then notice, nice strong breakout right out of it. And then some people would go right into a new moment right here. Okay. They would just almost remeasure and go right through like this, and then just run that down like that. Okay, and then we have a much wider channel, brief moment of oversold territory, and that's the point. You kind of want to play this just in the way that is necessary for you guys to actually make some gains. So play off the major supports, play off the major resistances, use the bands again as an example to look for that moment where it's out of the band to take your entry, guys. Those are always going to be good entries. I love the Bollinger Bands, guys. Amazing indication tool. Make gains using these indication combination plays. And then always combine your indication readings with volume. Notice the increase, the decrease, the increase, the decrease. Now, guys, in simplicity here, as we think to break reverse pressure, we can start to think about maybe breaking over $5 again. And hopefully it'll come pretty soon. But nothing goes straight up, guys. I'm actually just anticipating a little bit more runoff for a little sideways, but a little bit more runoff. And hopefully we'll get a little bit of a pop, hopefully towards the end before Christmas, guys. That's exactly what I'm expecting towards the end of the year. An early Christmas gift for us all, almost board wide, because look at this. We have a little bit of Christmas going already. A little bit of green, a little bit of red, a little bit of green. But when Christmas comes, lots of green, guys. I'm smelling lots of green. Definitely make sure your bags are packed, accumulating. And if you guys are wondering just how I'm so confident on that, even if we go down further, it's just a gift. Cryptocurrency is the future. If you're even buying just main coins, you're going to make good profits. If you're buying alts that end up doing well, you can make even bigger profits. That's the beauty of altcoins. They have extrapolated potential for gains. Not only that, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're the best asset classes in history, along with many other main coins, which are just crushing it. Guys, this is something you just don't want to miss. Make as much money as you can in this time. You're going to look back on these moments and be like, oh man, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and that's not a good feeling. A Matrix quote, when Neo was about to get out of the car, Trinity said to him, you've been down that road, you know exactly where it ends, and that's not where you want to be. I got tired of going down that road, guys, and that's why my life is where it is now, and I cannot express to you, it's just a beautiful thing, and with so many people living the dream through my teaching, so to speak, and replicating and making a lot of money, guys. It's a lot of fun, even just for me at this point. It wasn't me making money, but it was you guys doing it that made my dream a reality, and we are just getting started. So guys, if you want to discover financial freedom, head right over to the student program, get signed up. Links are below, and just remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.